Thank you, Dr. Jameson. He's on his way.
Good. You all right, honey?
Yeah, I'm fine physically. I guess I'm just a little nervous.
Sweetheart, facing whatever it is that caused you to dissociate is the only way that you can heal.
You have a lot of people around you that love you. That'll be with you the whole time, okay? I'll get it. What are you doing here?
I asked him to come.
David?
I'm in the kitchen, in the refrigerator.
I know you're in the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen.
Huh.
Honey, how can you possibly eat at a time like this?
Did you know that stressed spelled backwards is desserts? Read that on a pillow somewhere.
Well, I'm certainly stressed. I have no idea what is going on with Vicky, my supposed matron of honor, and Cassie phones me from Savannah saying the weather's too bad to fly, but really, I think she's not coming because of her issues.
Muffin?
That's a cream puff! And Blair has told me that she cannot be part of my bridal party. I mean, really, what can be more important than my wedding?
Don.
I'll see who it is.
Commissioner? Doctor?
Oh,
Blair, I've got some news.
about Todd?
Yes. He had rented a car for the day that he took off, so he'd planned on running.
Now, wait a minute, Bo. No, we've had problems with our car, the transmission. Maybe that's why he rented a car.
The reason that it took so long for the rental agent to remember Todd is that he changed his identity. That's something else that he planned to do, too.
Oh.
We have a revised sketch.
Yeah, I work here, Dad, remember?
Yeah, it's just today's Dwayne's wedding. I figured you'd both be excited to get there. I know I am. What's so funny?
Oh, not you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I mean, we were running today, and there was this other jogger, a woman.
She was running like her knees were stuck together.
Little teeny steps. It was hysterical.
And then she had these headphones on.
She was listening to her MP3 player.
Grand opera.
Singing at the top of her lungs, Carmen, like screeching it.
I guess you probably had to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it wasn't that funny.
Well,
Oh gosh, it just feels good to laugh, you know, I mean, I've just been thinking about that baby. I haven't been able to sleep. Went for a run, so it's just when I think about that poor little baby at that lake, it just makes me want to create new life.
Honey, we talked about this. Okay?
Well, Duke understands how I feel.
Duke understands?
He dyed his hair.
Yes. Now, that new sketch and a description of the rental car will be circulated nationwide. Blair, I'd like to put a tap on your phone.
What?
We can't put a tap on it without your consent. Now, I wouldn't be asking you if it wasn't totally necessary.
Just do whatever you have to do, Bo.
All right, thank you. I'll have some technical people over here just as soon as I can. Doctor.
I'm sorry, Blair. I wish there was something I could do.
You know, Todd, I know he looks guilty here, but, you know, with this disguise and the rental car, but you don't know Todd. He runs. That's what he does. He would rather run than to face these people that don't believe him anyway. I know that. I mean, that's what he does, Spencer. Is Teddy's already here? Ginger.
Do you mind if I come in?
Oh, you know what? Sure. Please come in, because I'm sure that you would like an apology because, you know, I didn't believe that you told me that Margaret was pregnant with Todd. I'm so happy you're here.
That's not why I came here.
Well, then why are you here?
You know, you might find this hard to believe, but before she snapped, my aunt was a decent person. She took care of me when no one else in my family would. And since no one else will, I need to take care of her remains.
What in the hell does that have to do with me?
Nothing. I'm gonna take care of that myself. And there's the baby. I need to know what to do with him.
You know, you make it extremely difficult to enjoy eating while you're doing that.
Doing what?
Pacing, you're making me seasick.
I think better this way.
Well, stop thinking and live in the moment.
I hate this moment, okay? I absolutely... Honey, you've got cream in the corner of your mouth. The other side. The other side.
You know what? Would you do me a favor? Would you ratchet back the frenzy just to check in with the reality of the situation?
I'm sorry. I'm not doing frenzy. I know when I'm doing frenzy. This is scared, David. Really, I am desperately afraid that my dream wedding is going to turn into a nightmare.
Listen to me. Tonight, you and I are going to say our I do's to one another. And then we're going to live happily ever after. I give you my word of honor on that.
Oh.
So relax.
Sweetheart, I just want it to be perfect. I have got society editors from Philadelphia to D.C. coming to this wedding, and it just has got to be perfect.
Did I mention that I've planned a centerfold layout of you and me as bride and groom in the next issue of Craze?
Will be fabulous.
Now, just so you know, I've instructed the press to sit on the right side of the festivities because after exhaustive interviews with the interns at Craze, I've concluded that my right side is my best side.
My left side is my best. You see, we were made for each other.
Perfect. I think I might marry you even if the paparazzi doesn't show up. Oh, incidentally, I decided that I'm going to be taking your last name instead of you taking my last name. Mr. David Lord. Sounds like I own some castles. But most importantly, the purpose of tonight is for you and I to declare our love before God, our friends, and our family.
Amen. However, what would be the harm in showing up the snobberati of Landview while we're at it, right, Asa, Vicky?
You're right. No harm at all. As long as all's well that ends well.
You just quoted Shakespeare. Come on, you think something's gonna go wrong tonight, too.
Dorian, our wedding is going to go off without a hitch. Now, that's the last time I'm saying it.
Okay. Okay, I believe you. But we have been talking about getting married for an awfully long time. We even made it to the church once, and I can't get over this awful feeling that this is our last chance. That if we don't get married tonight, we never will.
I spoke with Dr. Jameson about this, Antonio.
About Nash.
Well, there's a very good chance a test might emerge when I'm under hypnosis. She tricked Dr. Jameson last time, and he may need to know more about her to understand how to handle her, and Nash is the only one that knows Tess.
Well, that must be him. Excuse me. Dr. Jameson, come in, please.
Thank you.
Hello, doctor.
Jessica.
Well, shall we go into the library? Is there anything at all I can get you? Anything you need?
Oh, not at all. Thank you.
Doctor, since the trauma that caused Jessie to split obviously happened when she was a child.
Well, we'd like to be in the room. I think we need to hear what she says. Jessica?
I'd like my parents to be here.
Fine. But I'm going to ask the two of you to stay behind Jessica, out of her line of vision, so you don't distract her.
Absolutely.
I'll be outside. I love you. Jessica, all you need to know is inside you. So I just want you to relax. Allow your mind to go inward, to a safe place. If you're ready, start counting backwards from 10.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Hey, honey.
Hey, I thought you weren't coming till later.
Well, I wasn't, but then I found this CD. This has a lot of Nora's favorite songs on it. I thought, well, you know, the nurses could play it for her.
Well, it certainly couldn't hurt.
Well, any chance it could help?
Oh, I wish I had some good news for you, Bo.
That's okay. Wasn't really expecting any. Just keep thinking what Matthew must be going through.
You working around the clock is taking its toll, too. I don't know how you do it.
We don't really have a choice. You know, things are really starting to move right now. We got a break in the Margaret Cochran case.
Something's happened since last you were here?
Yeah, we know what make of car Todd's driving. So sooner or later, he's going to have to stop for gas, for food, just to rest. And it's always easier to ID a car that's parked so that when he stops, we're going to get him.
Blair has to wait. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep going. You gotta put miles between you and the cops. Maybe just a little sleep. The state can handle it.
Will you just get her out of my home, please? Oh, my God. Why did I come here?
No, don't worry about it. She's very strong. She's going to be okay, all right? How are you holding up?
I'm okay.
Yeah?
I'm trying to find a job so I can pay you back, though.
There's no hurry with that. Don't worry about that right now.
Listen, Dr. Truman, I don't know what I would do without your help. I mean, if you weren't giving me money to stay in that port... Yeah, Blair would be so angry if she knew you
All right, so let's not talk about it anymore.
Okay. But can we talk about one thing?
Sure.
The thing that I asked you about to help me with. Do you remember?
Yes, I do. You want to ride off into the sunset with Duke Buchanan. Yeah, I know.
There. Something like that.
All right, now what about our agreement?
Yes. I have it burned in my brain.
All right. You do your part, okay? And I guarantee you we will both get what we want.
Can you tell me your name?
Jessica Buchanan.
Can you remember when you were a little girl?
Yes,
Were you a happy child?
very.
Describe what you see, Jessica.
It's my 5th birthday, and I got a bicycle with training wheels.
Now tell me, Jessica, can you remember a time when you weren't so happy?
Layla, I need you to stay a little longer with Jamie. Can you give me a call and let me know that's okay? Thank you.
Jamie is your daughter.
It's none of your business.
Really? Well, there's a woman in there who is very much my business. But since you insist that you're the only man in the world for her, I guess I have a right to be curious about that little domestic setup I witnessed the other day. You, your daughter, and a very beautiful young woman who's neither Jess nor Tess.
She's helping me with my daughter.
Ah, I see.
But only until Jessica's well enough. You know, Jess has been an important part of Jamie's life ever since her mother was killed. And I'm confident that once she's fully recovered, we'll marry and we'll continue to raise my daughter.
What about the baby Jessica's carrying now? You gonna raise that kid as well? And what if it turns out to be mine?
What do you see now, Jessica?
Can you help me? Can you take me home?
What's your name, little girl?
Where are you, Jessica? What's happening?
Picture this. After a very moving, yet spectacular and touching ceremony.
And it has to be all of that.
Oh, I was just kidding. I don't really care if the flowers wilt, the cake collapses, and the candles catch the drapes on fire.
Stop it. You're going to jinx everything.
Come here. It's going to be perfect. Tomorrow morning, you and I are going to wake up as husband and wife. And as far as I'm concerned, everything will be perfect in the world.
That's so easy for you to say. But I have a million things left to do. 1, I have to get my hair done. 2, my makeup done. 3, I've got to pull together what is left of my bridal party.
That's not a million items. That's 3 items. What happened to the other 999.6? How much is a million minus 3?
We don't have time to do math now.
Carry the 1.
Stop it. I have a million minus 3 things left to do. All you need to do is worry about the rings.
Right, the rings. I won't forget the rings.
Oh my God, I forgot the rings.
Okay, now the last thing I want to do is get in between you and Kelly. Okay, so all that happened, all that I said when Kelly brought it up when we were running was that I thought, she'd be a great mother. And so I understand why she would do whatever it takes to have a baby.
I see.
But I did not say that she should go ahead and risk her own life to do it.
Well, this is really a non-issue anyway, since Spencer does not have the proper instruments to do the procedure. So we should just stop talking about it. Let's just drop it.
Yes. Weather, movies, sports. Those are going to be our jogging topics from now on.
Great. That means I have 5 solid miles of eagles and penguins.
Hey. It's the Cowboys and the Stars.
Oh,
Thank
sorry.
you.
My bad.
Yes. You know what? I'm actually glad that you guys are so close. Obviously, you tell her more about what's going on with you than you tell me.
Well, you're not exactly the world's expert on women, Dad. And Kelly's been very helpful on the subject.
All right, are we clear? You understand what has to be done, right?
Very clear.
All right.
I just want to get out of here before Blair sees me.
All right, I will be in touch.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Truman.
You're welcome. All of us. I'll call your cell as soon as I can. I love you. matter?
I don't know if I could have been able to raise that baby. I don't know if I could have loved him. I don't know.
Well, I'm sure Todd was asking himself some of the same questions.
Well, I'm sure he was.
You know, not that I agree with the way he handled things at all. You know, he should have been more forthcoming with you, but I understand his dilemma, his need to protect you.
You blow me away. You hear all this evidence against Todd, and you still believe he's innocent. I mean, you do, don't you?
Do you?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Well, I believe in you.
Probably need to get back to the office, huh?
Yeah, I've got a few things I need to take care of. I'll come back and check on you, okay? Claire, you're an extraordinary woman. You really are. And I admire your strength.
I appreciate it. Todd?
Claire,
How could you do this to me?
It's the way it has to be. Don't you understand?
No, I don't. So explain it to me.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves talking about Jessica's baby.
Or Tess's.
What we need to do is make sure she gets well.
Integrated. The word is integrated. See, I just spent the last couple hours giving myself a little crash course on DID on the internet. Apparently, once a person is integrated, they have traits of both the host and the alters. So once Jessica is well, she's going to be fully aware of Tess and everything that Tess did. So she may well choose to be with me.
Where are you, Jessica?
A smoky room at a bar.
Got a name, honey? It's Jessica.
Jessica. That's real pretty. Just like you.
Talk to me, Jessica. What do you see?
Well, that's it. There's nothing else. It's just black.
Look again. It's all there if you just look.
Come on, Jessica. You got a song on the jukebox.
No, I'm not Jessica. I'm Tess.
What's going on, Jessica?
The name's Tess. Just like I told that guy.
What guy? What happened, Tess?
One Life to Live will continue in a moment here on ABC.
What happened, Tess? What did Jessica remember?
I'm not gonna tell you anything, but it's been nice knowing you.
Where are you going?
As far away from here as I can get. What's the matter with these doors? Can you let me out?
No, I can't let you go right now.
What am I, a prisoner or something? Listen, I'm not a kid, okay? I have my own life with somebody that loves me. And I want to see him now. I want to see Nash.
Let's finish talking.
No, no more talk. I want to see Nash. Nash! Nash!
Don't say a word to her.
She's calling me. She wants me.
You did the research. She doesn't know what she wants. Look, she's not a whole person.
A whole person? Yeah, I know. I've heard it over and over and over again, but it's crap, all right? She's not whole. She's not integrated. We can't bring life to half a person. We gotta help her be a whole person. But it's crap, all right? None of this has anything to do with what's going on the inside, what really matters here.
Right, you're the one who figured that out, too. What really matters. You're the only one who's got a handle on it.
I love her. All I know is I love the girl that's behind that door with all my heart, and she loves me. You heard her, didn't you? You heard her.
What the hell
She
is
loves
going
me.
on? You know what? Nash! Nash,
Look
please!
at me. Tess, look at me. I want to get to know you. I need to understand you.
Okay, fine. If I answer your questions, do you promise to let me see Nash?
I can't make any promises, but I can assure that I don't want you to go away.
Yeah, right. Like you guys don't prefer Jessica.
I don't prefer anyone. I've heard what Jessica has to say, though, and I think you should have a chance to tell your side of the story.
Fine. Fine, it'll get me out of here and back to Nash, and I'll tell you anything that you want. Let's get this over with.
Jessica told me about something that happened when she was very young. Do you know what she was talking about?
Well, of course I do. I was there, wasn't I?
Were you? Was that the first time Jessica said your name out loud?
Yeah, I guess.
Was that your very first memory?
Yeah, maybe.
Tess, you took care of something Jessica couldn't take care of. Didn't you?
Well, Jessica's a loser who couldn't take care of a goldfish, so yeah, I guess so. I have to take care of things.
And that night, what was it you took care of? Do you remember?
Like it was yesterday.
Worked all kinds of cases, but the ones that involved the death of a child was the most horrible. You find out it was one of the parents.
Are you positive the father is Todd Manning?
Yeah, that's what the DNA test says.
Commissioner?
You checked Morgan?
A little while ago, yeah.
And
Well, the good news is there's been no further intracranial hemorrhaging.
right, and the bad news?
There's really not that much more we can do for her, not at this time.
All right. I think I'm gonna go sit with her.
Thank you
For what?
for being so good at what you do. It means a lot to Bo to have Nora getting the best.
Oh, that's very high praise coming from you, Paige.
Spencer, there you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Better get back to work.
I just picked these up from the jeweler's. You leave in the box. You don't touch them, all right? They're the best man's
That's
responsibility
right. I almost
now.
forgot tonight is the big night, isn't it?
You forgot?
Well,
Damn it. Why couldn't I just leave well enough alone? I had to remind you.
no, I didn't forget. I mean, of course, that's far too important to me, Dave. I've just been a little preoccupied around here this morning, that's all.
Yeah, well, unpreoccupy yourself with her.
Her? Her who?
You think I don't know you've got Blair on the brain?
Practice your vows, Dave. You don't want to screw them up in front of all those guests now, do you?
The only person who could screw something up tonight, Spencer, is you.
This is important.
Back here?
I'm sorry. This is really important to me.
I'm warning you. One derogatory comment about Todd, and you're out of here. You got that?
I'm not here to talk about Todd. I'm here to discuss my wedding.
There is nothing to discuss. I told you earlier I'm not going, and I'm not going.
You need to get out of this apartment. You need to get away from that phone, which is obviously not going to be ringing, and you need to have your family around you.
You know what? You made it very clear that you don't respect one choice that I make, what I believe in, so let me assure you that I don't want you around me, okay? I don't need you around me.
Oh, but I need you. I do, Blair. Please think about my needs for a change. I need my wonderful niece who I love and I respect and I admire next to me when I say my vows. For heaven's sake, can't you forget about that man for just a few hours? Please, and be with me on the most important night of my life.
Hello? Yeah, I'll give you a statement. Here's my statement. Todd Manning is innocent.
For heaven's sake, Blair. Don't tell me you really believe that.
I'm sorry, Blair.
Hey, sorry to bother you. I'm looking for Duke.
He's not here. He's in a board meeting with his father. He'll be back soon.
Okay, thanks.
Wait. We were kind of hard on you at Dorian's party the other day. You okay?
You guys had every right to be mad. Blair didn't need to find out about Margaret's baby like that.
She needed to know. Your timing was a little off.
I keep thinking my aunt and her baby might still be alive if... It's too late now, though, right?
You should probably wait for Duke in the reception area, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Ginger.
Hey, Duke, are you finished with your meeting?
Yeah.
I was really hoping I'd get a chance to talk to you. I'm just having a real difficult time dealing with my aunt and all. I was hoping I'd get a chance to talk to you since you're my only friend.
Wait a minute. As soon as my dad comes back, I can leave, and we can go someplace to talk.
Do your part, okay? And I guarantee you we will both get what we want.
Actually, you know what? Kelly really needs a friend more than I do right now. She's distraught about Margaret's baby dying.
I know, but what about...
No, I'll be fine. Go talk to Kelly.
You're a really good person, Ginger.
I am not going to screw up your wedding, Dave. Man, have you got a bad case of prenuptial jitters? Look, I will be the perfect best man.
Just show up with the rings, all right? You can even ride up on Home Under the Range, or whatever the hell the name of that dead horse is you stole from Asa. Just be on time.
You can count on it. Unless, of course, something more important demands my attention.
Wait, more important? What could be more important?
All right, Dorian, I warned you. If you mention Todd, I'd throw you.
Oh, I'm not
So
allowed
no,
to care
I don't
about
care if
you.
you get down on your hands.
I
and knees.
am not
gonna go
allowed
down
to
your wedding.
love you,
It's
and
not
I
about
do
what you're
with all
allowed
my
to. You're
heart.
going to get out the door right now because I told you not to mention Todd. I told you I couldn't take it, so out the door, Dorian. Out the door.
Not without saying this. Are you telling me that you won't even consider the possibility that maybe he did kill that woman, Margaret?
He wouldn't kill a child, Dorian.
That's delusional. Will you please think back to when he allowed you to believe that your own baby was dead? You think about that, Blair. Think about it long and hard. And then you tell me what Todd Manning is capable of.
See, I have a memory that's something like a steel trap, so I remember things that Jessica doesn't.
Then you won't have any problem telling me about one specific memory back in that smoky bar. Do you remember that, Tess?
Yep.
Ready to talk about it?
Yeah, sure.
I don't care how you do it. Put some aspirin in the water. Put formaldehyde. It is bad luck to have wilting flowers at a wedding. Thank you.
Oh, brother.
What's up with you?
Some other time, remind me to tell you the story about Spencer, a jar of formaldehyde, and my prom date.
Oh, honey. We are going to have one heck of a wedding.
One heck of a wedding, one heck of a marriage, and one hell of a life. Let's do it.
I know I'm overreacting about this.
No, you're not, Kelly. Not at all. I know it hurts because of your own loss. Hey, come here. Come here.
Spencer,
Yeah, hi.
you don't have to come back.
Well, I told you I would. I'm a man of my word, right?
Well, come in.
Brought you lunch.
And you brought me breakfast,
That's
which was
right.
very
And you
sweet.
didn't eat a bite either, and you have to keep your strength up for Jack and Star, if not for yourself.
Well, it's very nice of you, so thanks.
I'll get some plates.
Okay. I am hungry. Hello? Yeah, well, thanks for the information. Bo just called. They found Todd's car.
Todd Manning, you're under arrest. I wish I knew what was going on in there. Yeah, so do I.
Ooh, look at you. All ears. Just dying to know what it was that led to my existence.
You agreed to talk about it, Tess. You said you would.
But I didn't agree to talk to you, now did I?
No.
There's only one person in the entire universe that I'm gonna talk to. And that is Nikki Smith.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
Anyone can get me out of this, it's you.
That depends.
On what?
Whether or not you're guilty.
What makes you so sure that Jessica's the one who's gonna walk out of there clean, huh?
We're gonna do what you want. Bring out Nikki Smith so you can talk to her.